all these guys, they were there anyway, but the thing is the other folks that normally catch it on YouTube is, normally it's a day or two anyway, because it takes so long for that thing to process. It's very long in processing. So, but it's already processed. All right, here we got Denise. Oh, Sister Darnell's coming in. There we go.
Mhm. Hi, Sister Donna. So,
She can't hear you probably yet.
anybody is going
Sister
to
Darnell is going to
Orlando?
We got to buy my ticket by tonight because tonight's the last day of the discount.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Anybody going here to Orlando?
Sister Darnell, you're going,
Do you
right?
know where to sign up
Yes.
for that?
You already signed up?
Oh, yeah? Okay. If
Yes,
anybody.
I got my confirmation and my room and my airfare. Everything's all set.
Wow. Are you coming by
Perfect.
yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Well,
all right. Well, find me when you get there,
yes,
sister. I'll
he
be
will be
there.
Oh, I
right
will.
now,
I
too.
will. I'll be looking for you.
Yes,
Yes, but
yes.
we'll sit together and stuff and take
And
notes and learn
there
all we
is,
can. Try to meet. We'll try to get a picture with David. What's David? No, yeah, Schmidt. There we go.
Okay. One more brother is going, Brother Richard, and he's supposed to be here tonight because he has some amazing testimony using X39, and he said he's coming, but maybe he doesn't know how to figure out the Zoom. That happens a lot. So first of all, I wanted Steve to share. I wanted to do a little business training because what was this lady here? Oh, what was your name, sister? I'm sorry. Too many people and I can't remember.
So, are you talking about Catherine?
Catherine, okay. You were with us to Atlanta and she's really interested in doing this business. So as you can see, like once you come to some of these meetings that they have these business meetings, you will get really motivated because you see all these successful people and Todd and Shannon and also Jason, this is all they do in life. Like that's how they live. And this is what they do. They don't do anything else. And I asked them, do you do anything else on the side or anything? And they said, no. So obviously people can make living if they're good network marketers. And as time goes by and you don't quit, but you keep going, what happens, people under you start sharing and it creates you this income. So I myself was kind of like never in network marketing ever in my life. And we have a tendency as people, as humanity, to parrot what we hear. Do you agree with me? Like
My mother she was networking Tupperware.
Okay, hold on, sweetie. I'm in the middle of here something. So you know how people sometimes say pyramid scheme, right? Did you hear that before? Okay. So pyramid scheme, I said that. So what I'm saying is I would in the past, when people try to get me into all these oils and all kinds of stuff to sell, I would say the same thing. Oh, is it a like what is it, Avon or whatever people sold here in United States?
Well, they did do the Avon, but Tupperware back when I was little was very
Or
popular.
vacuum cleaners.
Oh yeah, the Kirby vacuum
Kirby, I
cleaner.
remember that, right? That this is like such an American way of life.
No. That I know which one you're talking about. That's Amway.
Amway,
That's the big one, and they're still going strong.
Mm-hmm. And then there was another
Everybody that
company.
makes nothing.
There was another company that was giving out pink Cadillacs. Do you know which one was that?
That was the
Mary Kay.
Mary
Kay.
Kay.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. So
I called Karen Kathy a while ago. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Karen.
yeah, we have so
Karen
many
and Dwayne.
people to remember names and we are getting bad at that. So I apologize. But anyway, so what was my point in this is that I would just always, people would say, oh, this is like network marketing pyramid scheme, right? So I'm learning actually that this is not pyramid scheme. This is very legitimate way of making your living. or a side income, and it depends on, you know, how involved you are, how good you are with people, what kind of personality you have. More outgoing personalities have better success. The introverts are harder, right? So and so what the network marketers are trying to do, they try to make you into this outgoing personality. Now, when we were in Atlanta, we had Steve and Gina there, and I don't have their personality. You will never see me there like this, because I just don't have this, ooh, you know, let's go. But so you need these people to motivate you and to keep going. But this, what's different here than Mary Kay and all these other companies? Well, they sell all these, you know, products like makeup or vitamins or this powder, that powder, which is fine, or energy drinks or CBD oil, right? And all of this is okay, but we have a very special product. It's a brand new technology, and what we have is also patents. So don't forget, this is something you can use for yourself in this business. We have over how many patents, David?
They're growing constantly. They're now over, I think,
Almost
108. And he said he actually lost count. Brother Richard, God bless you, brother.
And
Glad
they
to
have
see you.
like, they're secured for like over 17 years. So nobody can take over or imitate anything. I mean, he's got patented technology, and he has clinical studies, and he continues doing clinical studies. So this is very important. It was important for me. And of course, when I started on a patch myself, I never thought about even marketing. Never. It was all about, it helped me, and I wanted other people to get help. But then when I looked into this technology, it's really fascinating. And I don't want to repeat myself, but for the sake of brand new people here, I think that all of you who were here, you were here before, so you know this, but this is what's unique about this is nothing gets into your body. It is a frequency, and it's nothing like new age or whatever, like Christians say, you know, new age, because when you hear the word frequency, it's all new age. Well, that's not true, because it is a very legitimate word in physics and in science, because the light gives off frequency, and our body gives out light in the form of heat. You already know that you have a heat in your body, and you give out that heat, but what you feel as heat is actually near infrared light, and it has a certain frequency that's very healing to the body. So that patch has organic materials, nano size, tiny micro size, that you would need a microscope, very special microscope, electronic microscope, to see them. Okay, and they are sealed off, so nothing gets into your body. But these materials, they are nano size, have ability to reflect your own infrared light that you give out, to reflect it back into your body. And that infrared light is very healing and has several functions in healing. But one is that it raises copper peptides in your body, which in turn activate stem cells. And we all need stem cells. So this is like a future of medicine, stem cell technology. And it's not other people's stem cells. It's not unethical. It can't hurt you. It can only help you. And there is several testimonies. But today we are going to, instead of, we're going to hear one testimony, but instead of talking about what patch does or what photobiomodulation phototherapy can do for your body, we will a little bit talk about business side of it for those who want to make money with it on the side. But for now, can you call on Brother Richard?
Brother Richard's already here.
Oh, okay.
He's right there on the bottom right with the
So
yellow
Brother
submarine.
Richard, welcome. And can you please tell us about your testimony with the patch?
You'll have to unmute yourself, Brother Richard,
Yes.
too, to be able to do that. We can hear you now, brother. Go ahead.
Don't mind, I'm on the camera right now. about that.
Mm.
I wasn't really.
You're
Because
actually, Brother Richard, is cutting in and out for some reason. I don't know if you may have a bad signal.
I probably do. That's why I wasn't prepared to give the testimony.
Okay.
I wanted to speak with you first, but I want to tell you, I am very excited. I have been on it now for today, make the 12th day, and it is definitely something that works with a miracle and prayer to me. And
Amen.
yeah, I studied frequency back in the early 80s, and like Father downloaded me with information. I started telling everybody about frequency. Well, they thought I was crazy, and yeah, they put me in a place that wasn't very nice. But now it's all passe, you know? It's like, okay. So I have a lot of experience with things on that spiritual level, you know, the vibrations and frequencies, because light, different frequencies of light, like yellow is a half frequency. The higher vibration, the more I feel we're closer to the Father. It's like a different dimensional level because of the vibrations from different lights affect it. There's no doubt about it. Through all my studies, and I've only studied on my own, so all my education mostly comes from my own studies. I went to college a few times. I quit school in the 10th grade, got my GED, and joined the Navy. And I have a lot of different experiences in life. But of all the things I've experienced in life, this I rarely ever would ever promote anything. This is like an answer to my prayer because for the most part I've been healthy all my life until 2 weeks ago. But Father says we're destroyed by lack of knowledge. So we're destroyed because we don't know that they've been poisonous with heavy metals. They've been spraying us with heavy metals. And so that's accumulative. So I believe that it affected my kidneys. I didn't realize that I was into like a kidney failure. And for 3 days and nights, I couldn't move. I was in tremendous pain. And it's like I was being tortured. But I looked it up. I was trying to find out what was wrong. And all the signs were like stage 4 kidney failure. That's what I kept coming up with. And I mean, I should have went to the emergency room, but I hate to say anything against. I'm not against doctors. I'm just against their programming. How the doctors have been programmed, you know, with their pharmacia, and yeah, those things weren't meant for us. They're not natural, and so I've been always looked into the natural healing. And this patch seems to work as part of that natural healing. So far, I am so thankful. I can't wait. I'm supposed to get my sleeves in tomorrow. So I'm looking forward. But I don't, I kind of don't know how to do anything with the business. But I'm at this point that in my life where I can like really devote and do it. I've been praying, I've been studying for like 15 years. Business is online. And I'm like, okay, this is a real residual stuff. I like I said, like online stores, I was off of that when it first came out. I now got into that. And then I got into, they offered me Bitcoin for 50 cents. And then for $1, invisible money.
Well, Brother Richard, listen, we appreciate all that, and listen, as you begin to use the patches and you get, and we'll get an update from you on how you feel. What Jana is gonna do right now is she's gonna be teaching some of the ways the business works, how your website works. So we'll go into that aspect of it
Yes,
now.
we usually speak about health and patches and testimonies about X39, but today I want to just kind of, and hurry back, Steve,
I'll be
please,
right back.
because you need to pull up, okay, you need to pull up Ethan's.
I'll pull it up in just a second.
Okay. All right,
Question.
so go ahead.
So how long have y'all been the diamond brand
I have
partner?
a very hard time hearing you, brother. I can't make out what you say at all.
How long have y'all been the diamond brand?
Can anybody help me
Can you
what
hear me?
he's asking?
Is he asking how long you have to wear the patches for? a
Oh,
result?
okay, yes, good, good. Give me those types of questions. So how long you have to wear the patches? You mean when you have patch, you wear it for 12 hours, okay, whole day. X39 is for 12 hours. It deactivates usually after 14 hours.
Okay.
Yes, so this is why you need fresh patch every day. So you wear
Okay. So 14
X39.
hours. Yes.
Yeah.
That was my main thing. It's like, because I know I accidentally went past 14 hours, but I was wondering,
Okay.
it's like, how long does it, deactivate? And then that's
Mhm.
good. Okay. So thank you. So my next question was, how long have y'all been a diamond brand partner? I know I heard y'all said y'all joined as a gold, but y'all moved up to a diamond, right?
Well, well, how our story is, we were receiving free patches from Manuel from Atlanta. He was sending them to Steve for his back issues, and Steve was putting them on me. I had PTSD at the time, really bad, and I started to go to somatic symptoms for me. I had a lot of issues, especially with bone pain, and Steve instead of him wearing it at first, he started putting patches on me. He was kind of sporadic. He wasn't very regular, but he was making sure I'm wearing it regularly. And it started helping me. And at the time, I did not give credit to patch. I just didn't know what, because I was very skeptical. And I thought, well, this looks like a Band-Aid.
Right.
But I did
Right.
not even look into it at the time. I was just wearing it to just kind of please my husband.
Oh.
Because he was just putting it on me and says, keep wearing it. Brother Manuel says it works. I'm like,
So you didn't know nothing about the
no,
the
I had
cell
no
stem
idea. No
stimulation.
idea. I was just
Okay.
looking at it and I said, so you telling me that Band-Aid can help me? Okay. So anyway, he was sticking it on me every day, making sure I have it all the time. So what happened after a few days, I think several days went by, but I started to feel better and I had very
Yeah.
immediate effects on pain. It had helped me with my pain. And this is what near infrared light does. The photobiomodulation can help with the chronic pain or bone pain or arthritis pain or muscle pain, migraines. My migraines would not come back. And well, I don't know if I can go into a whole story here. It's kind of longer because I left Florida and I forgot the patches. So there was not my husband with me when I came back to Tennessee to put a patch on me. And within few days, like 3 days, I started having problems again. And
Wow.
that's when I realized, okay, that was actually this Band-Aid that he was putting on me that was helping me. So I called my husband and I said, can you overnight me these Band-Aids, the patches? Like overnight them to me. I need them. So I kind of studied the research that day of what these patches are. I was listening to all the David Schmidt videos. I learned about phototherapy, photobiomodulation. I wanted to know if anything gets into the body, what are the side effects, all of these things. It took some time for me to really familiarize myself with how this technology works and what it is. And of course, I got very excited about me being better. So I wanted to share it with other people. Then I got in touch with Todd and Shannon, and they told us that it can also help with income. Like if I share it, the company will reward us. Now, at the time, I had no idea how business works, and I didn't care. I really did not care at all. It all happened by just, I guess it was a blessing of the Lord for us physically and financially as well, because we started sharing the patches. And of course, if you share, the company will pay you 4 different ways. Now, we started first as gold, but within few days we upgraded to diamond
No,
because
we
of
actually started as silver.
a silver or gold.
Yeah, silver. We
Silver.
started as silver.
We started as silver for what is it,
I think
300?
we upgraded to gold, then later we upgraded to diamond.
Oh, okay, so we
Yeah,
upgraded
we didn't do
twice.
it all.
Steve was doing all of this stuff, you know. I didn't really care at the time that much about business side at all. I was all about researching patches and what they do for people. And I'm studying also functional medicine, not as a doctor, just as a practitioner. And I'm interested in supplements and natural living. So this was kind of like another thing on my list to research, to know, and to know for future to give to my future clients if that's something that I believe in and that works, right? So Steve was doing the business side of it, and he got familiar with how it works business wise. I'm still learning. And please don't feel bad when you come to this business and you want to share patches because you just love them and you want to wear them for life. You will say, well, I will never quit patches. I never can quit. I don't want to quit. I want to risk that. So patch is now part of my life, part of my daily routine. Remember, it takes 21 days to create a routine, because first what happens, you forget to put it on, you wear it for 2 days, you forget you have it on. So all of these things happen, but then, you know, you get better, and it's just daily routine where I know I take a patch off at night, I put a patch back on, and I keep changing my locations. I put it on C7 vertebrae one day and second day under the belly button. So I just kind of change it as I remember, you know, every 2 days to change location. Some people always wear it on one location. I just kind of feel that I want to change my location.
It's
Now,
a good thing to change.
It is also okay to just put it anywhere on your body. The reason that we are saying on the belly button or on a C7 vertebrae is because this is where the clinical studies were done. But David Schmidt says that anywhere, you can put it here. Okay, you can wear it here or here or here. Anywhere on your body, it has a systemic effect, according to David Schmidt. So just know that why we are wearing it on the belly button or on a C7 is because clinical studies were done with those locations, and they proved that they are helping people and
Well,
benefiting their
let me
lives.
throw one thing in there. This is something kind of new, and I wished I knew where the video is. I'll try to find it for you guys. David Schmidt did bring out in one video that I was watching a couple of weeks ago that they did discover in clinical studies that for women, the X39 actually worked better below, I think it was below the navel for them than it does on C7. He said for some reason they just had better response there, although he said it'll work in both places. That was just one of the things, and I'll find that video. I think it's this one here.
What I recommend that you look for David Schmidt videos and watch them all.
Well, you'll never,
Okay.
you'll be busy, but I guarantee you one thing, the more you watch David Schmidt when he does the video, take every single patch, right? And put on there David Schmidt LifeWave X39 or X49 or SP6.
SP6 or glutathione, or and then listen to all the interviews
He'll
of
tell you,
everything.
he tells you the science, he tells you the studies they did. It's always really educational, and it'll really empower you in being able to speak to people as well.
Now, David Schmidt deals with patches, technology, clinical studies, how they work, how your body works. So when you want to learn, he's the man to go to. But when you want to learn the business, you need to go to our upline, Todd and Shannon, Mia and Richard.
Yeah,
And
they're
Jason,
they're some of
right.
the best in teaching this. And I do know that Steve and Gina Merritt also do a teaching.
Mhm.
I do like though Todd and Shannon and Jason, they do Explore X39 on actually 9 p.m. tonight is one of them, if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken.
yes, at 9 is Jason tonight, but
Right.
Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, 9 p.m. Central Eastern Time, Eastern Time, www.explorex39.com. If you go on there, there's no password. You just go on that link at exactly at 9 p.m. Eastern. You will have a 30-minute webinars. They're educational. They tell you everything about the company, about the patch, and about the business. But I also notice if you go to webinars, bring your people there because they are not advertising their links. They tell you go to a person who introduced you to the patch. And that's
Right.
very important. Okay, so that way you don't lose people to somebody else, especially in this business. You really need people under you. So let's talk very basics right now about the business. And I still don't know exactly how business works like fully. Steve is better at it than me, but I will tell you what you need to know to succeed in this. You need to know that it's a binary system, that you have a left leg and a right leg. Now, you need to look at your back inside of your back office. Go in with your password and start studying it. Click on everything you can possibly click on and learn and familiarize yourself with your own back office. Now, I shouldn't be even saying that because if you are a really business person, how are you going to have a business when you don't even know how your back office works, right? So please, this is something that you need to do. Start clicking on home, on store, on commissions, on especially on the resources, the very last one right there. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here in front of me? My sons? Okay. If you click on the resources, go down every single line and click on everything. You have videos there, you have explanations there, you have how to sign up customers. They tell you everything. It's basically, if you're good at it, you can just read, look at your own back office, and you get free training. The reason is we are doing all these, they are doing all these webinars is because it's work with people, and people sometimes think that this business is like a free lottery that will produce money with no effort. No, it takes some effort, right? But it is free money in a sense that you have a binary system and it's a 4 ways of being paid for your work. And when you sign up people under your left leg, right leg, and you balance it all out, you will create residual income that will constantly grow. Now, is it legal? Yes. Is it a pyramid scheme? No. It's not a pyramid scheme. You are doing 4 ways. You are getting 4 ways of you're getting paid 4 ways. And also, there is no like, it really depends on sale of the product. And that's what makes this business legal. So if you're not selling or sharing, of course, you're going to have like, look at my son. He didn't do anything lately. He made $20. That's because he's not doing nothing. Right? He's not sharing. He didn't even write his customers. I was just telling him, you have to write them if they are on monthly subscriptions. By the way, to be on monthly subscription, it's a must in this business. If you are not on monthly subscription, you are considered inactive and they're not going to pay you. So
That's why you want to be on auto.
You must be on monthly subscription. Now, look, this is not only that it guarantees that you have patches coming to you every month, that you don't forget to order, but it's also good for business because that keeps you active and guarantees you pay. Okay. And it also, you're helping also your upline and people who you sign up, you need to keep reminding them, be on monthly subscriptions. Otherwise, you are inactive and there is nothing to talk about as a business side wise, okay? Now, if you are a gold customer, gold brand partner, you have 2 months, 2 months or 3 months now.
I thought that was only if you're diamond.
No, diamond, I'm sorry. You have to be diamond and you don't have to be on monthly subscriptions for 2 months or 3 months, Denise, do you know? 3? 3.
3 months.
No,
Okay,
not
three.
6.
Okay.
3 months.
But you know, sincerely, listen, I'll tell you
I
something.
think it was
though.
3 months, but I did auto ship anyway because
Me
I
Yeah,
want
too.
the product.
Me
right.
too. And you know why? Because when we became diamonds, we got 19 sleeves, like a lot of products, but I didn't have them within a week because I gave them to everyone. I sent them out. I gave them to, I was so excited. I wanted people better. And I kept sending them all these patches. And then my husband tells me, now we don't have any. And then I found out that I had to order mine. So yes, I did the same thing. I put myself on ourselves on monthly subscription. Now listen, 1 monthly subscription. What kind of business is that when your overhead is $99 a month,
I thought you'd have.
right? Well, when you become a manager.
Okay, when you become a manager, okay.
You need only 1 to be active. But once you hit the status of a manager, you need to have 2, and that's it. You can keep going up in status, and you only need 2 subscriptions. And it doesn't have to be X39 for $99 a month. It can be any other patch. You can have a paint patch, carnosine, and you can keep changing
And
it.
those are cheaper too, by the way.
Right.
Those are the $49.95 a month for,
Yes.
say, carnosine. One of the best ones to be on if you're gonna have a secondary would be like glutathione.
Or Eon. Because X39 and Eon are they kind of complement each other for inflammation and pain, and they're very powerful together.
But you know why I would say even glutathione? Glutathione,
He loves
you get a sore throat or something. I just had to use it again the other day. 1 on each lymph node and then 1 on the thyroid. You can get away with just 2 on each lymph node. Next morning, that sore throat will be gone. If you feel the earache coming on, still the same place,
Yeah. Or
it'll
even
be
here.
gone. Bonnie Harvey, she did it. I told her to do it. She said, "Are you serious, brother?" I said, "I'm telling you, try it." So she did. Sure enough, next morning, gone. She wrote me. She said, "I can't believe it, but it really worked." Right? And
Yeah.
then Brother Ron, this one, you'd probably just order it as a little side one here and there, but that Alavita. Now, my wife has been wearing it for a long time, but that patch there, it stimulates the pineal gland. But I was having prednisone withdrawals because of coming off of prednisone. And Brother Ron Gunter, he shared with me, Brother Steve, use that Alavita patch. He said, because you'll find that the Alavita patch will actually help you because prednisone shuts down the, which gland is it that you told?
Adrenals.
The adrenal glands. And it definitely helped because I was
There's
having,
the pineal gland.
right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah, it activates pineal gland, which helps with melatonin production and circadian rhythm. But Alavida is very, very special patch because it helps with skin issues and all kinds of skin issues,
Yeah,
regenerates
if you're
skin.
skinny and you got an issue of being skinny, it'll help you with
Oh,
it.
please, Steve,
Just kidding.
stop it. Okay, so skin, and I am using their Alavida products, even creams. I just use it because, I'm with this company, so I'm supporting it 100%, and I need to put a cream on my face. Why not Alavida, right? So I'm using Alavida cosmetics, and I put Alavida patch here every night. You can use it on the neck as your night patch because while you're sleeping, your skin regenerates and it literally helps your skin to become younger and a lot better. So Alavida for that. But now, where was I in a business? All right. Yeah,
I'm good at messing her up.
hold on. Yeah, he does. He kind of takes my attention away. Okay. So being active means to have monthly subscriptions. If you sign up anyone under you, make sure they stay on monthly subscription, because if they don't, then your rank goes down, right? Remember, if they don't sell patches, there is no money. Like, there is no money. How can you have any income when patches are not sold? It's legal company. This is not money laundering or some sort of pyramid scheme. So make sure everybody's on monthly subscription. We need to use the patches. That's how they benefit their body, and that's how the business keeps going. So why did David Schmidt gave it as a network marketing company? Because he wanted people to get familiar with technology and product, to have a personal attention. And when people do make money with it, they care that you feel better on a patch. They check on you. They explain to you how patch works. If you went to Walgreens and took it off the shelf, who would take care of you? Would any cashier over there say how the technology works? They would not care, right? They would just have it on a shelf. So David Schmidt wanted some more personalized care for the customers. So he knew that person-to-person relationships, right, is the best way to make sure that people will love the product. So that's why he decided to go network marketing on this. So what would you say? Like, what's your first goal? Then you get to this business is what? To become manager. Denise, are you still manager?
Yes,
Awesome. Okay.
yes.
So,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm folding towels.
Oh, good, good. So how do we become a manager?
I have,
Later on, how do we become manager?
yeah, I have 2 on the left and 2 people on the right under me. And so now I'm
Okay.
on my way to director. Okay.
Yes, now you want to be a director. Very good.
Amen. And
So,
we want you to be a director.
yeah, I want you to be a director, please. I need 2 directors. That's all I need. And I can't
And
get there.
listen, one thing, let me just throw in here, because my wife's on a roll already, but we're here to help you. So when you've got somebody, if you feel stumped in trying to explain this to somebody, or you want help, just reach out to us. Email, put on there in the email urgent. That
Yeah.
way we know you're trying to deal with someone right then and there. If you've got our cell phone number or something like that, send us a text. Let us know that you got an issue. Can I've got somebody we're trying to talk to right now. Can we do a 3-way call, something like that? Because for us, this is not a matter of being a salesman. We realize that whoever you're trying to talk to, they don't know it maybe as much, but we know it. Ron knows it. Many of you others as well. Donna knows it. I'm sure Sister Darnell, you know it. What these patches do for you, it can change your life. Ron
Right.
wasn't
Yeah,
going to
you
live
better.
much longer, and it really changed he's probably the largest testimony, because he was at death's door and it changed his life.
Yes. Okay. So, this is your minimum, Sister Denise, to have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Now imagine if one of them goes inactive because they don't have monthly subscription. What happens to you? That means
I bump back down.
you will fall back down, and you have
Yeah.
to be okay. So our patch is helping you. You need a monthly subscription, and they will usually tell you, because it happens to me. They usually tell me, "Oh yes, I love the patches, and I just forgot," or something like this, or "Oh, I didn't know this," or "My card, I had identity theft, and a card I had it on doesn't work anymore. Thanks for reminding me," right? Okay, but if you have, let's say, 5 people on the left and 5 people on the right, then you don't have to worry as much, because, most people really want them on monthly subscription. And what I was going to say, if anybody complains that you have to have monthly subscription to stay active, well, this is a business. That's like your overhead. So let's say that you're a manager and you have to have 2 monthly subscriptions. Let's say you're buying X39 for yourself and your spouse, right? So because each one of you need it. By the way, my family has 4 of them per month because we all use them. So imagine what we have, what our overhead is, right? But what kind of business has $200 investment per month?
Mhm.
I used to own a school of music. I had 150 students and 15 teachers.
Hmm.
Right? Do you know what I had to spend per month just to have this business? First of all, I had to buy pianos and other instruments. They're not cheap. I had to pay rent. I had to have my rooms specifically soundproofed so they don't interrupt each other when they're teaching. Okay. So imagine my expenses in the business. So I can have $3,000 a month for myself to pay my own bills. So this business they tell you have 2 subscriptions a month if you are a manager. That's nothing. That's really, if you're really serious about business, this is amazing, actually. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So again, for the ones that are new here, you need 2 people on the left, 2 people on the right. So let's go here. You're in the back office. How do you change
From right to
from right to left? Do you
Mhm.
see on the upper right corner your name? You click on your name. You go to change settings, right?
Yep, that's
Change
right.
settings.
need
You
your
click on
glasses
that.
right there.
No, I'm trying not to use my glasses.
Okay,
Does it work?
yep, you got it. Now scroll
Oh,
down.
slow Wi-Fi.
Oh, wait, because I got a virus in my computer. It's
Oh.
constantly putting up junk in the way. Okay, there we go.
You have a virus? Didn't you have
Yeah,
a
some
virus
kind of,
protection?
well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and
Scroll
then
all the way,
you scroll down
not all the way down.
and then you see here build left and build right. So let's say you sign up people on your left, you have 2 people and you need to change to the right. So you put in build right and you don't have to do anything. You see that green thing, it says success, your binary preference has been updated. That's all you
It
do.
saves it automatically for you.
Yes. So my son wants to be and build left because he doesn't have left people on the left that many. So
What's
build
the
left.
strong leg outside, Jana?
Hmm.
What is the strong leg outside?
You know, when I asked that question, my upline, you know what my answer was? They said, don't worry about it. Never even go there.
Okay.
That's what they told me. So I never learned what it is about.
But it is important to
No,
understand.
that here,
I
strong leg
know that. I
outside.
know. It's important to understand why you have to build right or left based on the number of people that are in your downline.
Mhm.
Because see, you make money from, in other words, people come on your team that are signed up from people above, especially like with us. If we have someone new that signs up, it's going to fall in every one of you that are here, you're going to benefit from every person that we sign up because it's going to fall in your downline.
But when you're going to benefit, once you hit senior director, because after senior director, it's all about volume.
Well, it's even before then, though.
Not
Yes,
really.
yes, it is. Let me explain why, though. Because see, let's say, for example, like Ethan right now, he has his right volume 2599, his left volume is 199.
Oh, yeah. Do you
Okay,
see this?
so the more he builds his left volume, he makes what you call, let me show you what that is. I don't know if he'll show it on his right now because I don't know if he made that money that way, but let's just see.
No, he just made money on a
No,
good
he's
bonus.
only made money on a person that signed up under him recently. But there would be one here that would be talking about
Okay.
cycle bonus. right?
Yeah, I will show you how. Do you see? I'm in his, okay, again, I went to commissions. I clicked on his commissions. Let me go to home so you know how I got to there. All right, you go to your commissions, you go view your commissions, click on that. And over here where it says unofficial commissions, you go back and it gives you previous week.
Okay, can we look at that real quick?
Previous week, he made $270. Now, just keep in mind, he's not really active that much.
Okay, there we go. Now we see it though.
And now you see bonus, cycle bonus. This
Click
is
on it.
your residual income. You click on that and it shows you
All right, he
how much you
made
cycle.
$250. Now, let me explain to you why he made that though. He didn't make it because he signed someone up. All right, that's being made because of people that have fell in his downline as they're making purchases. As he balances out his left side, you never want one side to be larger than the other if you can help it. You want it to be 50% on one side, 100% on the other side. So if you've got, like in his case, he's got a very strong, what is it, right
Right
leg?
leg,
It's enormous, right? Now that money is basically like money sitting in the bank waiting for him to cash it in. So he's already got two people active on his right. Now he's working on his left. So he really wants to just focus on his left. And the reason being is because the more people he puts on the left, the more the volume that he has on his right will cash in and start going into his
Cycle,
account,
right.
right? That's why they call it a cycle bonus. It cycles every week. So as your weak leg begins to grow, now of course, remember, you always say, even on your strong leg, you have to have at least 2 silvers on that side. Eventually, as you grow your weaker side and you get some volume going in there, you still want to drop some people on your strong side. Why? Because somebody might become inactive on you. And and then you might lose your status, and you don't want to do that. So it's still good to eventually, go back, put another one over there, then go back to your weak side and keep building your weak side. Because when you have that kind of volume overflowing on you, you've got money sitting there. It's just, you're basically 50% of everything you would make will come from those people that you never had anything to do with other than they just came in your downline.
Now, this particular company, like, let's go back to his commissions.
They saved that for a year for you too.
Look again.
I know it does it to me all the time.
Well, are the best.
By the way, if y'all want to buy a truck, see what happens. They give y'all a truck over here. I hate that.
I don't know why this happens, but okay. So what I wanted to say is that he's right. It's not that he signed up that many people, but he's under John Moore. And all the people that are signing up under John Moore and us are flowing under him. Like the volume of people are being put under him. That's why it's good to be under people who are bringing a lot of people, because it will help you eventually with the volume. They will get paid in cycles to you. So he needs to work on his left, put more people and balance it. And more he balances it, that's how they're going to pay out his binary commissions, which is a residual income.
It's
Now,
saving up all
this
along.
company holds this volume for a year for you. See, there's 41,000 volume on the right. That's held like in a bank account. That's not money, okay? It's just points. But it will cash out, and I don't know exactly how many points is how much money, but
There
they
is
will hold
a
it.
mathematical formula.
There is, yes. I mean, whoever created this business is like a really good, good math head or whatever. I'm far from that, so don't ask me those types of questions. But what I want to say is the company will hold this volume for 1 year for him, give him 1 year to work and balance it up before they expire, which is amazing. I heard from Todd and
But
Shannon.
it doesn't dump off all at one time. What it is just whatever you haven't cashed in. So in other words, even after, when you go into 13 months, it's not like 41,000, boom, suddenly disappeared.
No, it's just whatever is
It's
that
just that
12
1 month
months.
that you were before, so you still have the other 11 months sitting there. So in other words, there's always 1 year, always 12 months of volume rolling in there.
Yeah.
So if
So
you
they
did
give
it,
you 1 year to balance it out, to sign people up, to educate the people to be active in a business. Todd and Shannon told me other companies don't do that. They hold their volumes for 3 months, and that's all they do. And then they expire their volumes. Well, this company does it for 12 months. They give you a year. So keep that in mind. That's very good. Another thing I wanted to show you. So hold on. Something came to my mind. When we spoke about how to become a manager, what makes you manager? We said having 4 people under you, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, but it does matter what kind of people you have under you. It's not just customers. You can sign up just customers who don't want anything to do with business. They just want to use patches. That's all they want. And they usually tell you up front, they tell you, look, I don't want anything to do with this business, but I love the patches. I want to use them. So those are your customers, and you will get $20 for every single person that is your customer every month. Okay. But you have to sign up brand partners, minimum silver brand partners to become a manager. So you have to have 2 silvers on the left, 2 silvers on the right, silver or above. You can have silver and or gold, platinum, or diamonds. Now you will get for them, what are these bonuses called when they get, like, you sign up a diamond, you will get $300 for your diamond. Bonus, that's called bonus, right? If you sign up bronze, that really doesn't help you, right? They doesn't make you manager. They need to be a silver. So is it $100 for a silver?
well, yeah, I forget the actual prices on each one of
100
them.
for a silver,
Right. I
200
think
for
it's like that.
platinum, 300 for diamond. Now, when you come in as a diamond, though, if you sign up diamond, you will get $500 bonus, right?
Yeah, the higher
Yeah.
you are in rank, the higher your bonus commissions are.
So what happened to us when we came in as diamonds? We signed up within 1 week 4 other diamonds, and we got all of our investment back.
Mhm.
And it's not just investment, because what we did get, it's not really investment. You buy patches, you get patches in that price. So it's not like you gave money for nothing because you got product, right? So how do you move up higher than a manager to a director? What you have to focus on is people you sign up, you stay in touch with them, you make sure that they are happy, that they use the patches, that they love the patches. And I will tell you now, in my own experience, 90% of people love the patches and want the patches. They want to stay on them and use them and continue using them. But you will have some customers who will just not like them. And that's just life. For example, I will tell you, it's in every single business, okay? Or that's how it is with everything.
Mhm.
Some people
I'm-
don't get immediate gratification. And I
like
think
some
that's where
people-
the biggest
because
problem comes in.
the company tells you wear the patch 30 days for every decade of your life. So you have a 60-year-old lady who wears the patches for 2 weeks and says, it didn't do anything for me, I don't want them, right? Well, she wore them, she had them for 2 weeks. She forgot to put them on every day. She left one 3 days on. It didn't do anything for her. She doesn't want the patches. Right. So it does take some time for people to see few results. Now, are patches a miracle patches for every single disease that people can have, every single diagnosis? No. Will you still have to watch your diet, your lifestyle, your basic stress levels, your hydration, everything else that comes with health, of course. Don't think that when you have like a heavy diabetic who eats cheesecakes every 3 hours, And then they say, okay, I have X39 patch. I can eat cheesecakes and live my life like that. Keep eating a high sugar diet and sit by TV all day. Never move my body. And X39 won't do anything for me, right? Or I want X39 to do everything for me. That's what I mean to say. So of course, it's not gonna, you have to have a mind and educate your clients about general health. Know that we need movement, we need sunshine, we need
Yeah.
D complex, okay? Not B complex, you need that too, but D, like a dog, D complex. You need to be on the sun when there is sunshine because you need those 20,000 units a day made by in your skin that God created you that way. And that's for our health. That even treats depression. A lot of people just need to get out on the sunshine to treat depression. They're sitting at home by the computer, okay? So this is what you need to be as an education to educate your clients that this is a phototherapy, photobiomodulation, and a lot of people, 97% of clients have very positive results, and they had changes in their health for the better when they use the patch. Okay, so to focus on is on your people that you sign up, keep them active, and try help them to become a manager. That's what you
see the
need to
book,
do.
Jana?
Yes, yes. Thank you,
Okay.
Denise. That's
Yeah.
the book I talked about on one of our Zooms, and we went through it a little bit. We kind of read through the book. Can you show it again to
Let me-
people?
Let me make it to where people can see. One second, Sister Denise.
Mhm.
Red light therapy. Can you read off the author?
Ari Whitten or Whiten, Whitten, Ari.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And this is what the patch is. It's red light therapy. You know, in physics, we have a far infrared light and near infrared light, right? Our body give off near infrared light. There is also far infrared light. That's your infrared sauna. That's far infrared light. And that one causes you to sweat the toxins out, right? Now, even near infrared light will help with detoxification. So you need to increase hydration. But this particular book that Sister Denise showed you is an amazing book that tells you everything about near infrared light therapy, everything about photobiomodulation, and how your body benefits from it. Okay. So it's a good thing to purchase it, read it, and then educate people you sign up.
Right.
Now,
And that's
next thing you
good.
need.
Jana, you're right, because I include excerpts from that book in my own presentations to give people a higher level of comfort, letting them know this is not new, but the patch is new in terms of phototherapy, what
Yes.
it does.
Yes,
then
I
people-
always say, because it just kind of, dawned on me the other day. Well, David Schmidt is an inventor. Everybody thinks he invented photobiomodulation. He didn't. He didn't invent photobiomodulation. That existed thousands of years ago. Old Egyptians and Greeks, they used this therapy long time, millennia ago.
People
Okay,
in India.
right.
You talked about being out in the sun. The author said if we were out in the sun more as a culture, more as a people, we wouldn't have malillumination. I thought that was kind of cute, like you can
Yeah.
have malnutrition, he said, right, from poor diet. You can have malillumination from poor light.
Yes, we are light beings. We need light. We need frequencies of light. And today's living is always inside. And now with this COVID thing, right? They kept us inside. So that book is invaluable. So please get it and learn from it, read from it to your clients. Steve, you're okay.
I've got
Thanks.
something ready for when we're ready to go to another.
Okay. And help your people that you sign up become managers. I'm telling you to become managers by signing up for silvers minimum. Now, keep in mind, tell your people to always move up. Let's say that you sign up a silver, they purchased 5 sleeves, right? Because they invested what, $300? How many? Silver is how much money to invest? 300.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they got 3 sleeves or something like that. Or if they ordered X39, X49, and if they can get 4 sleeves if they order some other ones, not the X39, they can fit in their carnosine or glutathione. So that way they can get 4 of them. Like they can X39.
Because the others are cheaper.
49
So if you did
carnosine.
139 and then you do a carnosine, glutathione,
Yeah.
ice wave, and a
Ice wave or something like that. So
yeah.
they love to, the silver is an amazing way of coming into this business. But let's say that they used up all the patches, they want more. They are on monthly subscription, but they want more patches. What would you tell them to do?
That's right. Upgrade.
Upgrade.
Right,
Go to
upgrade.
gold. Why?
'Cause
Why?
You get 2 more.
Yeah, and
you're
not
gonna
only
get the
that,
difference.
you get higher rank. You
Commission.
will be a gold now, and you get 2 more patches. So it makes more sense rather than order as a silver and keep ordering other patches. It makes more sense to kill with one
2 birds with 1 stone.
stone,
Right.
2 birds. That's I'm trying to do this in English because we have totally different sayings in my country, but we actually talk about
Yeah.
flies, kill 2
Yeah,
flies.
they kill
with
2
one
flies
arrow.
with 1 swat.
Okay, great. So you become a gold and you get 2 more sleeves or even 3 more sleeves, depending on what you order, right? And the same thing, you have a customer, there's a gold and they need more patches. What do? Become platinum, go up to platinum, you get more and more patches, but you're moving up, right? The best pay is when you become a diamond, of course. This is when you don't have to be on monthly subscriptions for 3 months. It's automatic, but don't forget to sign up because then you will be inactive, and that's never good in this business. And then you forget the patches, you run out, and it takes time for them to order them. So keep that in mind too.
Yeah,
Okay.
another thing is what's important to know is if you do not stay active as far as your auto ship, and let's say you have a wonderful volume that you've gotten because of all the
It will be
overflow,
wiped.
it gets wiped out.
And then
it's
you have to
starting
start
on-
from beginning. Why? Why would anybody do that?
Right.
Right? Yeah, if something happens by mistake or you overlooked, you can call customer service.
And they'll help you. with
They
it.
will help you and they're usually very merciful. Like you just say, look, listen, it just happened by mistake. I really, and they will keep your volume. But if you become inactive, the rule is your volume is all wiped. And if you want to restart, it's like going from very beginning. So, okay. So focus on people you sign up, teach them how to move up, how to upgrade, because not everybody can come in as a diamond. Not everybody can afford it. And if somebody cannot afford it, tell them to start as bronze, okay? And then move up to silver, and then move up to gold, and then move up slowly. Just have a plan. And focus on them for them to become a manager. Why? Because if you are a manager and they become a manager, you become a director.
You have to have 2.
Yes, you have to have 2 managers to become a director, and then you have to have 2 directors to become a senior director.
But let me say
But
this,
after
because
senior director,
one
it's really
thing,
easy.
one thing that Jana said to me one day that made a lot of sense, and I never
Mhm.
thought about this in the beginning. All you ever have to do is focus on getting people to manager. In other words, you become a manager by getting 4 silvers or higher. And then those people that you bring in, you encourage them to get 4 silvers so they become managers. And then if everybody keeps repeating the process, 4 silvers, get your manager, then guess what happens?
You go up.
Eventually, you're going to become director anyway.
Yeah, and then you just go up.
That's how you become director, is when you have so many managers and you become a director.
So I kind of didn't want to learn about this business too much. I don't really have time for like learning all these business side of it. So I wanted to simplify it. Like, what's the simplest thing I need to know? So this is all you need to know. Become a manager, know how to, and help people under you become a manager. And that's all you need to know, because if you do that, and then you teach them to do the same thing to their people, help them to become a manager, you going to shoot up automatically. So
Right.
if you just know how to become a manager and how to teach your people to become a manager, and then they do what you did, that's all you need to know. And that's it.
And another thing that's good to learn as well is when you're speaking to people, finding out what is it that would make them be interested in the patches in the first place. Well, my mom has dementia or my dad has dementia, what would help them with that? Well, X39 is an absolute must in that case there. But then this is the advantage of watching David Schmidt. Then you find out that not only X39, but they need carnosine patch. Why? Because they found out in case studies the carnosine patch actually helped people with dementia-related
It's a
illnesses
brain patch.
because it removes the aluminum from the brain.
And that's it. It removes and detoxifies your brain from aluminum.
Right. And when
Yeah.
people say, oh, wow, well, I could get a carnosine supplement and do that. Well, the problem is you're using something synthetic. What the patch does is causes your body to manufacture your own God-given carnosine. And that's the purest form you can have. Same thing with glutathione.
Yes.
The patches, everything that they do, just like the stem cells, it's your stem cells. It's not
Mhm.
from some little baby that got aborted or some umbilical cord that might have been aborted, or it might have been a mother that gave birth. Don't really know the source of it, but you're going to take a chance of putting it in there, especially people that have it put in there. They put it in the brain specifically for dementia-related illnesses, right? They're actually doing that now, and they do have some success. Well, for $30,000, you can get a success,
you know
or
what?
for $99, you can get better success.
When they take somebody else's stem cells, there is an ethical issue. That's number one. Number two, there is also issue that it doesn't work in 50% of people. And maybe even more percentage, it just does not work. Your body rejects it. And you paid $25,000. So why not to do this technology
And if it
that wakes
didn't
up your
work,
own,
right?
your own stem cells. Remember, our bodies are created in a magnificent way, but there's something is happening. Something is happening why we are not functioning to our full capacity, right? We are enormously bombarded by toxins and improper lifestyle and stress. You would be surprised what stress does. I'm studying about stress, and stress can be cause of your IBS. Can you imagine, just because you have so much stress in your life, you have IBS, that by proper care for your stress and de-stressing and going out on the sun, your IBS would improve on its own? I mean, it's
Irritated
amazing.
bowel
It's just
syndrome.
that bad, but people just don't take that seriously, right? And we don't know how to avoid stress. Well, that's different, totally different issue for another time. So our bodies are factories of amazing things, self-healing chemicals, which is glutathione, which is carnosine. And so again, we talked about how David Schmidt did not invent photobiomodulation. So what did he invent? He invented how to put that therapy in a tiny patch that's considered a medical device. It's in a category of medical devices that you can wear it on you for 12 hours a day. So that's what he invented, how to put photobiomodulation to a tiny patch that you can now have available for your body 12 hours a day, every day. And then you can have night patches as well. There is several patches we use at night with Steve. So let's do a little review here, and then Steve wants to show you a picture and talk a little bit about Atlanta there, who he met there, this brother, very excited, and he said he would come on our show, right?
Yeah, Charles
Yeah.
will come on. I just haven't got him hooked up yet.
Right. So let's do a little review. So let's do review like this. I'm gonna ask questions and you answer, okay? So what is, in a business sense of these things, what is the number one thing you have to remember yourself and remember to watch out for your own customers? What's necessary in this business to even stay active? Brother Ron,
Subscriptions.
what's that? Richard, what did you say?
Subscriptions.
Yeah, monthly subscriptions, yeah.
Yes, monthly subscription. That's all you need to do. So that's your overhead. This is your investment per month, okay? Even on tax deductions, don't forget.
That's the one
Right.
time that your medical expense is actually going to be considered a tax write-off.
Right. Okay. So very good. Remember, write it down. Number one, without this, no business. None. Number two, what's your first goal in this business and how to get there? Do you remember, Sister Catherine? What's your first goal? Where to go first? What you aiming for
You're
first?
talking about Sister Karen.
Karen, so-
Manager?
yes, you want to be a manager. And how do you get there?
Y'all weren't expecting a test, were you?
Yeah, the same. We are doing a school.
Two on the
How do we
left
get
and
there?
two on the right.
That's right.
Yes, but what two? Two of what?
Two silver or higher.
Yes, on each side. And I showed you in the back office how to switch sides, right? How to
Yes.
switch. Okay, good. And what's the next thing that you do? After manager, don't worry no more. All you have to worry about is one thing. Talk to your people that you signed up and keep signing. It's like, hey, after you sign up for two on the left, two on the right, that's not over. What if 10 more people want use patches? You go on the your right, you put your third one on the left, your fourth one on the right, your fifth one on the left, your sixth one on the right, and you keep switching and keep putting them in, right?
Unless you have a lot of
Now,
volume.
what if, what's that?
Except if they're in a family or a group that meet together all the time, you want them all on the same side.
That's a good point. Very good point.
Okay,
I agree.
talk about this, Sister Donna.
Well, if you have a mom and a dad and a daughter or a son that signs up, you want them on the same side because
Right.
there may be something that comes up that portion is going to do something together. Or
Right.
if they wind up on the other side, they wouldn't be together.
Exactly. And the
Okay.
other thing you want to think about too
Thank
is if let's say you do have a family and there's 3 or 4 members in that family that want to all sign up, the smarter thing for you to do is actually sign up one of them and have the others sign up under them. The
Right.
reason being is you're helping them to grow to manager faster, which is going to help you faster too, to also rank faster. The advantages of ranking is you go into higher pay volume areas as you go there, as time goes on. That matters in time.
Mhm.
And help them bring
Yes.
other.
Yes, exactly.
Now, if you are really outgoing, let's go to old times when people actually talked face to face and met and talked and had good times without cell phones, and do a little get-togethers in a house and call it call
Tupperware
it
parties.
batch parties or whatever, and then have a little presentation, call in neighbors, get to know each other. You know, all the days were
Todd
better
and Shannon
days.
do that.
That's what they do.
They do that all the time. They have patch parties, right?
Yeah.
And you'd be shocked at how successful those are.
Yes, they get
Very,
together,
very
they
good.
order pizza or they make everybody brings something, and then they have these old-timey days when we're just having a good time as people together. You know,
I'm
and
having
then,
one on July 6th
Excellent, excellent,
Ah,
sister. Very
super.
at
good.
my house.
that's amazing.
Yes.
Yay,
And
that's gonna
and
be
that's the way
fun.
you do it. It
Yes.
really works. So,
Nice.
or you all do like Brother Ron does and you sign up your doctor. Dwayne, while you're at the hospital, You need to sign up all the nurses.
Well, it's very hard with doctors, I'll tell you that.
Oh, they're hard-headed, but hey, you'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ron's doctor said you can't argue with the blood work, so he
Our
wanted to get
doctor,
started.
Dr. Lansky, I sent him patches and all this, and he's texting with me. He's going to this July thing. But you know, he's like, so let me check. And how do I, because they're worried about how are they going to be looked upon in a community that, you know, because it's considered, you know, it's a red light therapy. It's not a big pharma, you know. So how are they going to give it to their patients? But some of them really found a way. So the best doctors are chiropractors, functional medicine doctors, doctors who are in both fields, like they're allopathic, but they also have in their practice incorporated naturopathic medicine. So there are doctors like that, like Dr. Kalidas in Orlando. He was our doctor. He's a regular MD and he's also ND. So he has both degrees. So he's doing big pharma when needed, and then he's doing the other therapies as well. So those doctors are amazing because they're going to put all this huge advertisement for patches in their lobby. Patients come and they recommend it, right? And then they train their staff how to sign them up. And they mostly produce customers like the users. And, you know, sometimes that gives you income as well. And I know $20 a month doesn't sound like much money, but imagine yourself have a 5-year plan for your side income. So imagine that you signed up 100 people or 50 people. So, you know, $20 for every person you signed up
If you had
every month.
100, that's $2,000 a month.
Right. So, you know.
So the thing is, and I know 100 people is a
No,
lot of
that's
people
too-
to sign up, but you know, over a year's time or 2 year, Jason signed up, I don't know, about 75 or so in his first 6 months.
Yes.
And he doesn't have any platform or anything. He's just sharing it. You'll find more and more, the more you get brave enough to tell people about what's going on, the greater success you'll have. Because I'll tell the stranger on the street, in the store, or anybody, doesn't matter to me who they are. Especially if I feel like it's going to benefit someone.
We had cards. I think they're down. They're done now.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
But we made up cards, you know, business cards. They look like credit cards. Steve invested in a little more expensive ones that are kind of hard, and
Yeah,
they
it's
look like
just
a
like
credit
card
card.
on 2 sides. of it,
Yes,
the
because
information.
people are gonna kind of throw away a paper, but they're gonna keep that one because it's pretty. So we kind of give them out. My son was asking now that he would like to get that as well, to help him to get that. So because he wants to start sharing it. Now, the young people, of course, that our people that we talk to are usually older people because they have a lot of health issues. But for young people, remember, a lot of young people have acne, skin issues. And X39 and glutathione does amazing thing for acne and acne scars. And then when you have people in their 20s, mid-20s, late 20s, just show them that how by age of 30, 35, you already have 50% of your stem cells inactive. So why would you risk that? Keep them active by starting a patch when you're 25, you know? So that's, be kind of creative. But I know that it takes personality as well. So outgoing personality and willingness to help people and education, and then being an educator. All right.
It really
Well,
just takes practice.
yes. And also come to these meetings, show them this picture you prepared, brother.
Okay. Yep, I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah, he goes to sleep with the rooster and gets up with him too. So
Don't bump your head when you do that.
no, he goes to sleep and rooster goes to sleep and gets up with the rooster as well.
All right. Now, besides myself, the only two people that were standing right there with me when I took this picture of Brother Charles was Karen and Dwayne. They both were right there when I was talking with him, so they can testify to you of the story that he told us. But Charles, now the picture looks like he's a little bitty guy. Now he's not super tall, but I'm just sitting forward, so I'm just look bigger in the picture. He's 75 years old. And when I first walked in the door and saw him, he caught my eye immediately because he has great big old arms on him. And I knew he was older, but I didn't know he was 75. And you can tell his stomach is flat like a washboard. And so I was jealous. I'm like, my goodness, that old guy's in that kind of shape. And you can see he's wearing a patch right there on his chest, right? Now I'll tell you, I want to tell you his testimony. He's going to come on to tell you himself, but Charles has been doing the X39 for 2.5 years. And he said he was very active originally, but he said as he got older, things didn't work as well and he couldn't run no more, things like that. But when he started doing the patches, he got back and was able to get back in shape, was able to start jogging again. He's able to do 75 push-ups a day at 75 years old. He said he's in incredible shape. And he says, when I take my patches off, I don't let them go to waste. He said, I put them in my shoes. So there you go. You put them in your shoes is a good idea. But then he told us about his wife. Now, Karen, you might be able to help me a little bit on this, but I know that she had
Do you remember?
cancer of the
Karen?
pancreas. And there was one other issue she had. But when they did surgery, they had to remove about 2/3 of her pancreas. And they told him that she's going to become a diabetic as a result because your pancreas is what produces insulin. He said she had to have 6 shots of insulin a day. That's how bad it was. He put her on X39 patch. I don't know if he did another one or not, but he did do the X39. And over a period of time, slowly but surely, he began to take away 1 shot at a time because she didn't need it. Went down to 5, 4, all the way down to 1 shot. And then even on that 1 shot, he was just doing a little bit of the 1 shot. He said, well, then they recently went to a doctor that does live blood analysis. And the doctor did her blood first. And, he said on there, or the doctor said, your wife is pre-diabetes. And he said, but it doesn't make sense. Said she can't be just pre-diabetic. Said she ain't got most of her pancreas is gone. He said it makes no sense whatsoever for her to be pre-diabetic. He said it's not possible. And and I don't know if he told me she's on the patches or whatever, but then they did his blood and said they never seen blood work so perfect of a human being before than what his was. And Sister Karen shaking her head, that's true. See, so that was Brother Charles, and he said he would come on here with us. He said, look, and he does this as a business, but he'll tell you, he said, and this is what blesses my heart. He said, this ain't about making money. He said, although you make money with it, he said, what I love about it is you're helping people. And I told him, I said, that's exactly right. I said, for me, my biggest regret is that I didn't tell people sooner when we first started. I felt, I needed to wait until I knew for sure that every little problem I have was resolved, not knowing that some people take longer. I mean, it's helped me in a lot of areas already, but, and now for the first time too in life, I sleep through the night. all
And
the
he
way.
doesn't go to bathroom like he
And
used to go.
I used to go about 4 times a night to the bathroom. So I don't even want to know what that might have been coming up, but that's been going on for a couple of years. 4 or 5 times a night, I get up, go to the bathroom, go to the
Not one
bathroom.
time.
Now I don't get up at all.
Mm-mm.
And that's just recently that started happening to where I sleep completely through the night, never have to get up to go to the bathroom. So, so I'm just so thankful for that. and constantly hearing great testimonies. Every once in a while, somebody will say, well, it's not doing nothing for me. Let me tell you something. I will tell you this, and David Schmidt will tell you the same thing. He said it's doing something for them. They may not realize it, but it's doing something.
It's repairing some organs and tissues.
Right. But you
Um,
don't get sensation, so you may not feel it. It's just what happens. It's like with me. I never got a feeling that all of a sudden I was going to get to sleep through the night. Just like next thing I know, one day I'm sleeping all the way through the night. I'm not going to the bathroom till the next morning. You know,
Mhm.
I'm like,
And the best testimony was really Jason's best friend, because he was on a patch for 4 months or 5 months, something like that. And he said he doesn't feel anything. He's wearing it, waiting for some results to feel something, but he don't feel nothing. That's what he would say. But 5 months, 4 months prior, he had a bad valve in his heart, and he was awaiting surgery for the valve to fix his valve. Well, he was on a patch saying he doesn't feel changes or anything. It doesn't do anything for him, but he will still wear it. Well, he goes for his surgery, and they did ultrasound and testing on his valve before surgery. And doctor told him, oh my gosh, you don't need any surgery. Your valve is fixed. You see? Isn't that amazing? So the patch was, I believe, he didn't do anything else other than patch. So what fixed his
valve
valve?
don't fix itself.
And you know that in clinical studies, and according to what they claim about X39, that it does fix your cardiovascular system, especially within 6 months.
Yep, 6 months, it'll
It will
totally
renew your
rejuvenate. Or is it a
cardiovascular.
year?
I
A
had
year?
amazing testimony with my veins. I can talk about them later when I'm talking about what happened to me in my life, but my veins were totally destroyed. Well, I don't have that problem. My veins, you can even see them. I started seeing brand new veins that I didn't have anymore. So now I have back my veins. And I'm on a patch how long?
About 6
Since-
months now, maybe 7 months.
Yeah,
Going
6 or
into-
7
Going into
months.
7 months now.
Yes. So anyway,
I have a little something to share. Okay,
Yeah.
30 seconds. Back in February, my dentist had referred me to another dentist to see about getting my tooth pulled because of my gum disease I've been fighting for like 35 years. Okay.
yeah.
So I've had countless surgeries and all kind of treatments and everything. I went to her this past Tuesday, and she threw her arms in the air. She said, "This is how I envisioned your gums years ago." She said, "Whatever you're doing, you keep doing it." Now, in February, I gave her the information on X39. And she was like, "Well, you still have inflammation in your gums, you know."
Right.
This past Tuesday, I said, "So my photobiomodulation patches are working. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." She said, she said, "That tooth looks great."
That is
So
amazing.
it's not loose anymore. And I really believe that the bone has started to hold it in better.
Yes.
Okay. And my gums are new. I have new gums. I can see it. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Sister, when I first,
X39, and I'm 6 months. Well, this will be my 7th month too, starting tomorrow.
That's amazing. And this is not, you know,
Amen.
I believe it because you are not the first person to.
Yeah,
I
Gina
was
Merritt
listening-
said the same thing, I think. She has better gums.
Yes. And I am even feeling that because I had only 2 teeth here in the back where my gums were receding really bad. And I was really worried about it. And listen, I mean, they feel great now. So things are happening that you're not aware of. Things are fixing. Why? Your stem cells are activated. So keep wearing the patch. In fact, the technology is so amazing, and it's the medicine of the future, by the way. And that's just one part of what I do for my health. that I can't take out. I would not. I would feel like I'm robbing myself of something amazing.
Sister
So-
Darnell first said this, I think you sent that testimony to me either in an email, I believe. Sister, I had a patch stuck on each side of my jaw then trying, I'm like, my gums are all right, but I'm like, maybe it'll grow some teeth.
Yes. Well, just remember, it will always work to a degree. You know, there is still limits within human. I mean, you're still gonna age. It's not like we're gonna, look 25 and be 90. But
I
you're
don't
going
know
to,
about
but
that.
you're going to age gracefully. And
Live
better.
well, live long.
Yes,
That's
live
right.
well, live long. That's
As
right.
David Schmidt said, he said, many of us would love to go to 100, but be in good shape and get there without all the pains and stress of life. And if you've got the stem cells reactivated in your life, like when you were young, that's exactly what it should do. It should give you that vitality to be able to live longer.
But also keep in mind everything else you need to do for your health, like basic.
Well, even David Schmidt said that. He said, one thing you have to be willing to do besides doing the patches, be willing to do some kind of resistance exercises.
Yes.
He said, even if it's just jumping jacks, he said, when you're using the patches, he said, do a little bit of physical activity to stimulate. He said, because that's what will help you, especially like when you're using X49. X49 stimulates your muscle growth and stuff.
And bone growth.
It helped, especially in fact, I was just had a doctor on here. I was looking at a moment ago talking about women with osteoporosis, and she said you've got to use the X49. The David Schmidt said that they wouldn't say it necessarily as a fact. He said, but in clinical studies, they did see bone growth from X49. But doctors are already starting to recommend it for their patients for that very purpose. So.
I actually believe that this technology is gonna go like as time goes and people more know about it and doctors are gonna see those results of patients, because a lot of people go to doctor and they compare after 6 months and after a year blood work, right? And that's what speaks,
Yeah.
the blood work. And also people who get on a patch and you keep educating them and bringing them to Zoom, they get more health conscious too. They start making changes in their life. They start hydrating more. Sometimes a headache is just a question of hydration. And we are teaching you here, you need to hydrate your body. You need to make sure you have quality hydration. Okay. So I believe what will happen is that this is going to go off. And if you're not offering and educating people, you're going to start finding out they already know about it from someone else.
Yep, that's exactly right. Because it's growing so rapidly.
Yes, and
Exactly.
more doctors are learning and they're coming on board slower than public, right? But they are coming and it's going to explode. So you're still very early. You want to get on there and you want to be known as educator on these things. Okay. So, but anyway, it's a long Zoom. So it's time to go and my husband must go sleep.
I gotta make one phone call real
Yeah.
quick, then I can go to sleep. So,
Okay.
all right. God bless all you guys. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Sister Darnell, for sharing that testimony
Thank you
with us.
so much. Yes, thank you all.
You guys have a